Okay, and I'm back on that little character we saw just having completed the subway quest. Before we carry on, what I have done with them is invited them to my guild, because I miss guild chat and because of org advantages and city contracts, etc. So now that I've done that, I've also passed them over a what you might call a care package, which is a bunch of old stuff off my main shade, which you saw in the creepy spider kill video. So because I'm a veteran player, I've got 210 veteran points to play with. So we're going to nip in the tower's shop to where the O5 vendors, etc. used to be. Then we're going to the veteran store. Alright, now then, from memory, I've got 3 tokens. I think I need some more tokens than that. That's better. Anything else? I think I might need a yalm. Yes, I think I'll have a yalm. And as I haven't wasted the points, even if I delete this character, because they're available on every character that you roll, I think I'll have those as well. Temporary. 8 minutes of that left. Interesting. That'll come in handy surely. That's already there, good stuff. And that'll do from that store just for now. Now the head armour I was wearing ain't bad, it's got some ACs and stuff, but we look in our little bag of old gear. I don't think I'll be wearing that, but I'll probably wear that once I can get it on. Now before I head into the subway, certainly worth for new players, whether you're a Froob or a paid player. I'm in an area called Old Athen, which you'll be going to if you're clan, and I'll start somewhere central so new players know where I am. If you run up to the middle to the hill, you can see a nice big tree, usually a few players, although I am logged on pretty late in the evening. You can see the GMI market, etc. And if you look to your east, there's a building down there that says Clan Mission Agency. Yes, I've got a cold. And we are going to pop into this mission agency. And what we're going to do is pick up 3 pretty hefty missions. But before we start to do that, we're going to speak to this guy. Have you read our policy agreement? No, not yet. I just tell him sure, and he waffles through some reasonably funny stuff actually about how you're liable to be dead soon, and etc. And also the mechanic of an 18-hour lockout on these missions. and I'm just going to say goodbye. He will talk to you some more and tell you stuff, but that now means you're registered and you can go and pick up missions. So that's what we're going to do. We ask for a straightforward job from the regular agency handler, and we get go make blood plasma, which does tell you to go to another area, although we probably won't. We're going to talk to this NPC and ask for a mission in the subway. So now when we go back to the subway, not only are we in there randomly killing, we also have a bit of a purpose to what we're doing. We've got to kill 3 of a lot of different mobs. Now at this level, the first 4 are going to be relatively easy. By the time we get to melded patterns, however, we will probably want to be slightly higher, or certainly better geared, because they nuke, and you're at a level where nano resist isn't doing a lot. And we've picked up an alien mission also. Salvage mission is relatively easy. We're going to go and do that first. And again, as I showed you on a 220 main, you can easily make this jump below that level. We certainly are. We are level 12. But we can't make that little jump there. And it's exactly the same type of mission. So we've got to run in and we've got to find the lost item. But because our run speed's so much lower, we are not going to be trying to blitz it. Even though the aliens are, you know, approximately level appropriate. And we'll take that and wear it straight away because we haven't got anything in that slot. So as I was saying, any mobs we meet, we are just going to have to fight. Oh, it's burning flames. We don't want to go that way. We don't seem to be struggling with these too much, I have to say. I have changed their weapons for a pair of these, which are Note infused silver daggers, which need to be farmed and need to be upgraded. And guess who drops them? Yep, Silvertails in Nascents. I should probably buff actually. So the damage on these is certainly better, plus you get some of the stat buffs as well. We'll try straight on, because quite often the item we want's around the perimeter. You can see the scale of speed is quite a bit different when you're on a lower character. Doesn't look like it's at this top corridor. And what I'm doing here is I'm tidying up a bit. My inventory has got all manner of rubbish in it. Okay, that'll do for now. Actually, I think we'll pause here on the recording. Eventually I will find the item. Okay, we've completed the alien daily and gained an alien level. However, we need to gain level 15 before we can make any use of that alien level above 1. So, on top of which I also completed the regular daily but forgot to hit record. So, we now are heading to the subway with an actual subway elite daily. So I'm just going to head straight in. We've already dealt with the thief guy. I think mob levels in here start around 5 from memory. Yeah. I think they wind up closer to 30. So it's quite a big range at this level. Okay, so our first point of business is we need to kill 3 violent vagabonds, and these also have a pretty useful drop. So as I was showing you early on, I have got a map for in here. That's one. That was a sneak attack, which can be very powerful. Yes, vagabond cloak. So the reason why I'm happy about that is, you see, that adds 35 to all death, even though it takes away from concealment. Well, we can barely sneak anything anyway, so we're not too worried. And what I'm interested to see is if I can pick up any of the illegal OFAB from the mobs in here. Okay, so next we need to kill muggers. Well, generally they're one of the few people mobs in here that will aggro you. I think there's actually more of them back the other way. That's just the way it is. Oh, we could have done the violent vagabonds as well, but we didn't. So someone's been busy in here. Triplers. God, I haven't seen one of them in a while. We don't actually want one, but and there are some small little shops in here. Yeah, kill that looter while I'm here. Nope, not interested in that. Mugger. Nope. Does look like there's a few bods in here tonight. Again, apologies if I am not as clear as I have been previously, but yeah, even I get ill occasionally. It's nothing major, it's just a regular cold. As we sort of switch from winter to spring, that's usually when I will pick one up. Out in the wrong sort of weather in a t-shirt is usually my fault. I think the guy with the rifle's been giving it some serious farming around here. I'm just curious to see which playfield I'm in. GS2, which means GS1 has gotten full enough that the game has created a second playfield. Oh, I thought that was a mugger then. Okay, let's just head further in. Now, if you're looking at this GUI thinking, well, that looks different to what I have, it's very simple. This is a custom skin. It's a bit of a faff to install if you don't know how and what you're doing with it. However, I much prefer it to the point where the default skin just looks pretty awful to me. You want a mugger and they'll come to you. Yeah, they're not dropping much in the way of OFAB weapons, but not to worry. Muggers, come on. Let's look in the girls' toilet. I'm allowed. I have a girl character here. I'm pretty sure there's no muggers over this bit. No. None. He's discovered what slum runners are. Well, let's just head over. I know what they are. Still stuck on muggers. This is the only thing with chain quests like this. It can be that you do get stuck for a short time waiting for mobs to respawn, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. There you go, 3 muggers at the door. It's like buses, isn't it? Right, next on the kill list, looters. Come back here, you git. Where are you going? And looters seem to be social, so you hit one, you'll pick up another one. Although they can just randomly aggro too. Oh, and a mugger. And a stim fiend. Now, what I picked up there I won't be using myself, but you can see there you've got to have, well, basically a paid account because you need the Lost Eden expansion for it, but they're damn fine weapons for the level, and we want the piercing variety. And while we're here, we're also going to be picking these up. Shades cannot use standard implants. We can only use spirits. Double ding. So what's happened there is I've gained that alien perk now, which means I can use shadow. Well, hey. And earlier on I'd couldn't put into shadow. I had to put into a different one because shadow's locked off till level 15. And we've got XP to spend, and if I remember rightly I can now upgrade this board. I right click and remove. There you go, you need title level 3, 50 to upgrade it further, so we'll pop that back. But that's now giving us quite a bit of stats. 200 health, 200 nano, 4 XP % gain, perception and concealment. Stim fiends. Pearl of Rubik car. And some junk. I'm pretty sure I'll find some stim fiends in the lavatory. However, they might be dead stim fiends. Yep, they are. Don't remember if there's any actually in the Kazi. Let's have a look. Nope. I hope they're sinks because this said the ladies. Much as I like to see the game busier, sometimes it's sort of a little inconvenient when you're filming things and you just want to get stuff done. Come on, Mr. Stimfiend. You're here somewhere. Yes, I think this guy could be in trouble. Nope, seems alright. Finally. Unfortunately, none of these I'm picking up will stack. Yay, mugger. Die, mugger. Now, after all that, I will heavily edit that. We need 3 workman strikers. Yeah, wrong one. Mongoose, but never mind. We get a spirit? Nope. Workman strikers. So basically those are the guys, those bloody great beams. Yes, illegally modified OFAB Viper. Piercing, fast attack. Piercing from 150, how far off am I? Let's have a look. 124 and we need 150, that's pretty doable. Oh, I already had 2 of them, for God's sake. Check your inventory. Is it the gloves or... Yeah, gloves that add to piercing. Sense agility, I may need some buffs. In fact, let's do that. I need 1 more workman striker, so... That's updated that, and I had so much XP I've dinged again. So now I need to head further in and kill 3 neural burnouts, etc. Now once we get down to these guys, they cast nukes at you. which do make them harder to kill. So we're going to fast travel out of this dungeon and gear up a little before we continue. And we're back. Right, now, we've done a little bit of upgrading, so this character's now got a few spirits, most of which I've gotten with the new spirit siphon, I'm happy to say. I also looted a pair of these, the illegally modified OFAB Viper, but you do need to have the expansion set Lost Eden and also be able to match these stats. Now on my main shade, which is pretty much maxed out, I still had a pack with their first little set of armour, which is OFAB. It doesn't level, but for the time being it'll do. So that's where we're kind of at, and the blue piece of armour you can see there I'm wearing in social, because I'd forgotten I actually had it, and clearly you cannot wear it this level. You need to be 175, never mind the actual stats, but I just thought it was a good place to keep it for now. So moving on, we're not struggling so much as we were before with the mobs that nuke, so I'm much deeper into the subway. I've come down some stairs, etc., and we've got to kill premature patterns, so I'm going to be doing that. There's one coming toward me. And you can see there's a lot more damage happening with these OFAB weapons. Ooh, another one. Is that better than what I've got now? So at the minute, oh yes, it is. Right, so we'll swap over for that. As you can see with a shade and spirits, you don't need to have a treatment clinic, etc. And you don't really need treatment except for recharging units. So I still need another premature pattern. Now, these neural burnouts are the ones that nuke, so we're going for that one first. And you're down. Soulfire Executioners. Oh, I remember these back in the day on my melee adventurer. These were the, you know, bestest weapon you could get. Premature pattern. I think this is the last one of the three we need. It was. Or was it? No! Still need another. So that was just from that general XP from the mob. This gets it nearly right, except it wastes IP in treatment that a shade doesn't need at this level. And Dimash, really at this level, enough to quit weapons is perfectly fine. That's okay. How are we doing on nanos? Are we? Yes! Oh, NCU. Right, hang on. Don't need that. Can we get it in now? Nope. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't bother with. Walking around with next to none. So, yeah, could probably improve on that as well. That's the gauntlet buff. We'll get rid of that one. Can I then cast it? No, I cannot. Can we do without that one? No! Ah, you swine. Oh well, let's go back to... I still don't have enough. Why not? I know why. I know why. Because these actually give some NCU, so let's just upgrade these a bit. We can swap some armour and buff. Still don't think we're going to have enough room. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so NCU is going to be the next priority for this character, I think. And while I'm fighting, I'm actually going to swap some armour back. I think. Yeah, I will be. But for now, that will do. So I now have more stuff in my NCU than I have NCU. We need another premature pans. There's one. Let me see that. Half a level by completing the stage for kill 3 of those. So I now want incomplete rebuilds. But it looks like I'm going to have to kill some premature patterns to get to them. Didn't land. You can tell when spirit siphons landed because they get a little shiny thing above their head. I'll take that just because. So that was one of them at least. I picked up a dot. Battered leather. Why not? And give it away to somebody. So we're still on incomplete rebuilds. What I did there was called pulling. I got close enough to enter the aggro range of one, but not the others. If I just was ranged and fired a shot into those guys, I would have been in a lot of trouble. I'd have had the whole lot. This stuff, living cyber armor pants, is a leveling armor. So like it says there, this means when you level up, the armor will level with you until you reach 200. So that description's on there, but I don't think it's been added to this. Right click this item to increase its quality level towards your own level. Be aware that this will cost you some credits. It does, but it should, I think, have how high it actually goes. So people don't throw it away. Right, empty shells. And as if by magic. We'll go in and get the one we need first. Okay, I've been routed. Got him. There you go. There's a shiny thing over his head, which means that the siphon or nano has landed on the mob. What was that? Oh, level from 1, I think I've got better. Yeah. So, shame, but never mind. Better than a slap in the face. Okay, same again. We're going to grab the one we want first. So we're nearing the end of this mission now. Should give us at least one more level. We want melded patterns. But I think we're going to have to fight our way through. Wow. Let's see. I would like Piercing Mastery 2, but we can't have that. But we can get Totemic Right Sublime Rapport. That's the one we want. And we will keep that perk for a very long time. Now what this perk does is heal the shade. So we've also got Stab, which is the first in a very long line of buffs and perks. So we go for Suggested again. Healing. Do not want that. Melee specials. We don't need to keep up doing that. Probably don't need to do that. I'm gonna put into Deflect, I think. Wait a minute, I'll need to use a Yalm afterwards, so let's just check Exploring. I'll save this for now. Don't need to faff. Right, okay. Let's just tidy up the inventory a little bit. Right, so we can upload that too now. Okay, so a quick bit of key mapping. And we're just going to go for, I think, yeah, just keep it simple. Okay, about 1, 2. And we'll just do that. Okay, so we just need melded patterns now. Melded patterns. It's hard to remember when you've had a character set up for so long. At 220, you kind of forget. I would hate to have to redo that character. Okay. So behind the mobby, we're going to set, I think, all those. So that's going to be bar 2 to slot 1, 2 of 1, and we're going to use V. Looking for melded patterns. Got both. We go for the one we want first. God, shades have got damage. Still on melded patterns. Will we hit 20 on melded patterns? Not quite, but I think we'll stop down here until we have. Missed. Oh, big scary area. Oh, that was a mistake. Never mind. Well, it landed on them. $21. I think the level cap for this dungeon is in fact 20, I think. Nope. Oh no, it's 25, isn't it? Now we have to do our own IP spend, but that's pretty easy. Right, comp lit we need to think about next. So we'll say goodbye for now.